Hello guys, welcome to day 3 of the Kids Weekend Code Lab. I'm Kosi, your web developer, and today we're going to be learning content creation. That is posts versus pages. So our objectives for today is difference between posts, blogs and pages, that is static content, how to use the Gutenberg block editor, how to add media files, and then we'll do an activity. Write a blog post about a hobby or an interest. So what is content? Content refers to information or experience directed towards an audience. It's all the fun stuff you put on your website. It could be text, images, videos, or audios. Content creation is the process of planning or creating content for an audience. So it's basically all the things you're able to put in your website that an audience will see it. Probably you want to just do something. Maybe you want to do a blog post or something. Maybe it could even be any content. It could be about yourself. It could be about news. Anything, just anything. It could be text. It could be images or videos. Now, what is a post? A post is a content type. It's used for dynamic content. So post is used for dynamic content, like contents that are able to change, content that are like not just static, they're not just permanent, they're just like contents that change regularly. So an example is a blog post about a hobby. So you could come back and put a new hobby. Maybe you added a hobby today, you could come back and write another hobby on your post. Then it could be a review about a game. So you could talk about a particular game you like, you just write a review about the game. Then this is an image of a post. So this is what a post blog can look like. It has a date, it has comments, it has text, it has a button where you could continue reading. There is another image of a post. This is a news blog. So here it has the author's name, it has the date, it has comments, you could see the header, and then some buttons, social media icons. Then this is the main text about the news or the story. Now, what is a page? A page is also a content type, but it's used for static content. So static content are content like that are permanent, they don't change, they're just there. Maybe you just want to just tell somebody about yourself. It could be an about page. So you just write everything about yourself and just keep it there. It's a static content. It could be a contact page too. And this is an image of a page. So there's a picture and the title of the page. Then this is now some text and some links here. So it doesn't have an author's name, doesn't have date, it doesn't have comments. So now, difference between post and page. So posts, as we said, they are used for dynamic content. They can be categorized and they can be tagged. Like you can just be grouped. You can group your posts. Then it also encourages interaction, as we saw on the image. It had comments, so you could encourage your visitors or the visitors on your site to interact with you. They could write some things under your posts. An example are blog posts, news article, product reviews. Then a page is used for static content. It is not categorized and tagged. It does not encourage interaction, so no one drops a comment on your page. Examples are about page, your contact page, your services page. So now, what is a category? We're saying can be categorized. So a category means grouping. It's just like a table of contents in a textbook. So it organizes your blog by grouping similar posts. So it's just when you group your posts, you could come and group your posts. You could say maybe you want to talk about all your hobbies. Your hobbies could be anything. So you group it, you categorize it first by writing your hobbies. Then under that particular hobbies, you can have another category for reading hobby. If you have a reading hobby, if you have any other hobby, you could add it there under your hobbies. Then it could also be your sports. Maybe you like sports a lot. You could talk about the different sports that you watch. You could just categorize your posts under them. It could also be fashion. Then what is a tag? A tag is a keyword or a label. It describes what is in a post. It helps readers find posts about certain topics. So it's just like a keyword. It could be anything about that your post. Maybe you're talking about a reading, maybe it could be a reading hobby, and then since it's fiction, it could be any fiction books that you like. You could say fiction as a tag, you could say reading as a tag, you could just add anything, novels, anything can be your tag, and tags can be more than one. Then we'll move over to the Gutenberg editor. What is Gutenberg editor? It's the modern WordPress content editor introduced in WordPress 5.0, that is the latest version, as of December 2018. It's also called the block editor. It's designed to make building web content easier, visual and block based. So it just makes building web content easier. That's just what it's all about. And it replaces the older classic editor. So this Gutenberg editor is just the latest WordPress editor. It could also be called the block editor. So it makes you build, whenever you want to build a website and use the block editor, it makes everything easier for you. Then what is a block? In Gutenberg, blocks are everything. It could be your text, it could be your media, like your image, your videos, anything. It could be your block. Everything rather are blocks. It could be embed, it could be layout. So why Gutenberg editor? It has a drag and drop feature. It has a full site editing support. So this drag and drop feature means you could just drag and like drop whatever it is you want on that particular page. It has a full site editing support. So you could edit anything, you could edit everything on your site, edit your header, your footer, everything. Then it has block patterns, so it gives you patterns for you to select from. Blocks can be customized, so the things you add to your block can be customized. So when to use Gutenberg editor? You use Gutenberg editor if you want to create personal blogs, you want to create business websites, or online stores or portfolios. So now create a post using Gutenberg editor. The first step is you log into WordPress. Then on the dashboard you go to posts and click on add post. Then the next step you would add a title, add title of post. Then you could edit and add content. Then after that you click on the block settings on the right. You click on category and add a category. Then you could click on tags and add tags. Then after that you click on the desktop icon to preview your blog post. You click on the publish button and your post is now active. So now let's go and create a post. So I'm already logged on to my WordPress. This is just my home. So it says we should go to post. So here I'll click on add post. Then we'll just wait for this to load. Then I'll add the title of my post. So let's say blogs will be the title of this post. Then I'll come here and add anything I want to add. So let's say I want to add an image. I'll click on image and click on upload or select image. So let's select image from here. So I want to make a blog post about books. So I'll just look for any image on books. So I'll click on this image here, or let's just look for this. Okay, this won't be bad. So I'll click on select and it will upload. And I want to remove this caption here. I'll just click on this to remove it. Then I could come over here and add another block after this. Then I'll click on heading. Then I write why I love fiction. So this is going to be a post on why I love fiction. Then I can come here and write some things why I love fiction. So I could say I love reading fiction because it helps me escape from reality. It also say that it also inspires me. And educates me. So I'll just copy this word to make it look a bit big and paste it there. Then so now to create a category, you just go over here and click on post. On this category, you click on it. I already have some categories here, but let's add another category so that you see how to add it. So here I'll come and say, let's say reading again. Then since I already have hobbies here, I'll just click on hobbies and add category. Now it has added. Okay, so now we're going to go and categorize our post. Go to the blog settings, and then under these categories we'll click on add category. So we click on, we'll type reading, then click on add category. So this has already been categorized. So the category for this post now is reading. Then we could come here and add some tags. You could add fiction. Click on this, add another tag as reading. Click on it. So if you want to add more tags, you can add more tags. So that is that for categories and tags. Now we'll close this and come over here. So we want to just add before, not add after. Want to make it to stack, want to group it actually. So we'll come here, stack. Then we could just drag and drop all these things inside this tag. So we have to do this one, okay? Then the last one. Now we could duplicate this. It has the same thing. Okay. Then I can come over here and just change the picture of this. Okay. I don't have any picture here. So we click it again, click on replace, reset, select image, then search for books again, and just click on anyone. Remove the captions, and then that is that. So now we are done with creating a post. So this is a post. Then you could come over here to preview your post and click on preview in a new tab. So I'm going to wait for it to load. Okay, so this is your post. So you've seen that it has a date up here, then it has where your audience can interact with you. You can see that it has a leave a comment section. So if your audience comes over to your site, they could leave a comment after reading your post. You could also say it's posted in reading. So this is your category, reading. So now back to our slide. Displaying posts. So displaying posts, it makes your post visible to visitors. So posts get saved to your site but has no link to access them. So now you could just save your post and then it's on your site, but then if someone comes to your site, the person won't really see it unless the person start going to your posts. So for you to display your post, you have to like make it accessible to visitors. You could add it by changing your settings. You could go to your settings and then change it to your blog, your post page rather. Then you could also use the blog post block. So there are steps that you could use to add your blog page block. your blog post block. Sorry. So first you have to add a new blog page, then you insert the blog post block, you edit it, and you click on the save button. So let's go and display our post. So we have to first go back to our post, which is here, then click on publish. I don't think we did that. Publish our post. Then you can now go back. Then you could go to our pages. In this our blog, I already have a blog page, so I don't really need to add it. Then I'll click on edit. So this is it, and it's just an empty page. I could come over here and search for blog posts. Now I'll click on this blog, and you can see that it already pasted my posts. So I think we want to go and add a featured image. So we'll have an image. So now a featured image is just an image that is saved to your site. Like it could be that main image, could be a different image, but then once I click on this blog post and you have a featured image, it will show up here. So I would save this. And go over to my blog post to go and add my featured image. So I'll click on edit to edit this. So now to add your featured image, you could just come over to these settings, then see set featured image. Then I'll just select the same image that I use. So I'll select this. Then save it. So I could go over to my pages, edit it again, then alright, so my featured image is now visible here. So that is all for displaying your post by adding a page. So another way you could display your post, you could come over to your settings. So in this place it says reading, you'd go over here. So now you have to click on a static page, then on your post page you click on blocks. So these are the two ways you could display your blog post. But since I already displayed mine on a page, I don't need to do this anymore, so I'll just do this back. So moving on, so now is your turn to create a blog post. It could be about a hobby, it could be an interest, anything. Just create a blog post using the same way I just did now. So thank you. See you next time. Next time we'll be learning menus and widgets.